hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
So I'm coming to y'all with another Hollywood Hot Topics. First thing I wanted to get into, you guys, is a new segment over here at Ever Entertainment called Clickbait with Chrisean. Okay, so in this segment of Clickbait with Chrisean, the person we're going to be talking about is Summer Walker. Okay, so she is the one that's using Chrisean for clickbait. All right, so of course we'll be doing these throughout videos if it applies. Clickbait with Chrisean. She need to start a podcast that's called Clickbait. Okay, so y'all know the TikTok that Summer Walker did against Chrisean Rock, which Summer Walker was completely wrong. There's not a lot of times that I side with Chrisean Rock, but this is one of the times that I side with Chrisean Rock. Summer Walker, you knew what you was doing when you posted that. You knew he was trying to be funny. You knew he was trying to get a key. Let's not play stupid here. Like, that's not funny. Like, that live, people don't understand. Chrisean was having, like, she was breaking down. But that's why she was just like, you talk about a little baby in a restaurant, but you didn't worry about the baby, nigga. Like, that was when she was having a huge breakdown when Blueface was not giving a crap about the baby. I believe that was after the baby's hernia was exposed, if I'm not mistaken. It was around that time frame. So she was extremely emotional at that time. So you doing that TikTok, you knew that was going to make her feel away. I told you I was right. Chrisean would have felt away. Not even just about the TikTok, but she went a step further when the baby was hanging around the arm. Y'all know Chrisean did not like that. But Chrisean's problem is she goes too much on social media. You shouldn't have went on that. You shouldn't have went live venting like that. That's what your sisters and family is for. Because had that live never existed, she couldn't have made no TikTok off of you and use you for clickbait. Okay, word of the day, clickbait. Okay, take a shot every time I say clickbait. All right. So Chrisean Rock clapped back. At first, y'all seen the recent video that I posted with the live. In the live, she was kind of being nice and coy about it. But when Summer Walker was trying to get cute and basically say, hey, girl, get over it. It is what it is. You can't do nothing for fun. That's when Chrisean decided to get nasty, okay? That's when the Baltimore came out of her. So Summer Walker said, I really be forgetting I'm famous AF. 2 million people make a TikToker say the same joke everyone else said, but I do it and people butt her. You got to understand, though, you are not regular. You're famous. And you're amongst, I'm not going to say the same crowd as Rock because that would be a little insulting, but you are in the same social media space as Rock with a whole lot of followers like Rock. You're a big name. So if you do it, it's not going to be the same as a stranger doing it. You could have did that TikTok and sit around in your friends, but they might have leaked it, no shade. So that same thing might have happened. Since I'm sensitive about a TikTok that was viral way before I did it, but you ain't had no sympathy when you be dragging bees across the ground and and dumping 304s in the sink. High persuasion. Just for looking at you funny. Let's please tighten up. It was never that serious. How you gonna make fun and joke about somebody and tell them to tighten up? See, now I'm all for impersonations. I'm the king of it. I don't give a crap what nobody say. Stay tuned for Halloween. But I ain't big like that yet. You feel me? So I could get away with it because I'm not a celebrity. And not even that, you don't know her like that. In the situation, the TikTok, although it sounded funny, it still was a sensitive topic. And you put the baby over the shoulder. And you know the flat that Chrisean got because that looked real bad. Okay, the baby neck was about cracked over like a dummy. So, of course, she would have felt away. I knew Chrisean was going to feel away about it. So, Chrisean clapped back in many ways with tweets and videos.
Worry about it. And then the same bitch that joined the hate train, the mockery, the joke of Rock. All right, but I ain't making no mockery of you having 3 fucking kids, no man in a fucked up BBL. Like, my nigga, a lot of motherfuckers Y'all got no room to talk about or mock people, joke on people for the fun of it. Check your life before you start fucking playing with other people. Real shit. And then y'all acting like I won't beat the shit out of anybody that crossed my path. Like, stop playing with me, my nigga. What the fucking shit?
Okay, so y'all heard that, Summer. You better watch out before she pop that BB out. We done see what she do with girls with BB outs. We seen it happen to Persuasion. She dumped her into the sink. And she didn't hit Persuasion for no reason. I think Persuasion getting dipped in that sink like Dawn soap was justified. Now, when it comes to Low, I didn't like that. You snuck her. Okay? She wasn't keen to what was going to happen in the knots that was going to come upside her forehead and her turning into Quetzal. So that to me is a different situation. But I do think that Persuasion deserved it. All right? And you got some of the girls confused. Nobody looked at her crazy and she fought them. That's E.T. Boost with the fire. Okay? I'm just saying. You got the wrong ride. And then she said, the big fan down, nigga. I was a fan back. So, shit goofy to you if I was with you like that, Brit. And then she shows a whole thread of text messages, which is now deleted. So we can't even go deep into it because the texts are so small. She said, I literally handled the situation with grace, but I just realized you a fan. A goofy beat. On God, here, nigga. Get your 10 seconds of fame, nigga. Get the clickbait, nigga. You bitter. Because I could have went and left quick. I'm just trying to reconcile with your goofy ass, weirdo. And then she said, I could have commented 3 kids, no man, and a lopsided BBL. Doing the pressure to that, nigga. Bro, I got weak ass people reaching out all day. When I call them out for playing, they get bitter with the clout lamest, nigga. I swear you, the industry will have you in jail because what the sweet nigga. Okay, now I think Summer Walker deserves all this backlash. Sorry. You try to be cute and right. And she sort of kind of gaslit Chrisean because you telling her she shouldn't be taking offense to something that she was criticized for. It's not like you just imitated her voice. I just imitate these motherfuckers' voice. Okay? I don't be doing too much. Okay? I'm just saying. She had the baby over the shoulder. Now, you better hope you don't run across Chrisean in LA because that BBL is going to turn you into Bugs Life. You're going to be looking like Bugs Life even more after Chrisean Rock runs into you. Okay? But Chrisean, even in that live, I see a 2% growth in her because she could have cussed out in that live. I really feel like had Summer Walker not posted that, she wouldn't have said all that. But you gaslit her, so you even more kind of, you dug the knife even deeper. So you should have seen that coming. And not even that, you can't be trying to give somebody advice privately and trying to be their friend privately and publicly humiliating them. That to me is crazy. That's like me. Let's say if I was, let's say me and Bang were like best friends or something like that, impersonally, and then like I'm talking to him personally, and then I get on here and I clown him, be like, oh, babe, you ugly little, like that's weird to me. Like, why would you do that? So Summer, I think is wrong. Okay, now let's get to Boost with the Fire. Okay, y'all done been blowing up my DMs. Oh my God, P. Oh my God, P. 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 So apparently, E.T. Boost with the Fire has been on her scheming stuff. Stay scheming. Niggas wanna plot on me. So I guess she was plotting on, hi, my name is T. Okay, so she, I guess, has been sending out fake tweets that T has allegedly tweeted, but they're fake. One of the blogs that they sent it to is Zeus Unlocked. Shout out to Zeus Unlocked. Make sure you guys follow them on Instagram. And this is the DM that they sent. T in this fake tweet says, I want that Naj girl to come with me to the reunion. Tag her. Now I know this was fake the moment that I seen another blog post it. You think T gonna know who the heck Naj is? No shade to Naj. I'm not saying she's just a bum or something, but like she doesn't give me the type that watches Not As TV. No shade. She doesn't give me that type. So I knew this was kind of suspect when I seen it. Now I asked the blog. Okay, I DM'd the blog. I said, is this okay? For the DM. Loading. I said, hey, what other fake tweets did she send? Just this one? And they said, yes, just that one. Okay. Now it didn't end there. Okay. It seems like Miss Boost with the Fire is gonna be having to lace up her boots with the fire. Cause guess who might be coming back in town? Big Cash, not the little one. Apparently, I guess T DM'd Cash because people kept tagging Cash in her comments and I guess telling her about Cash in the comments. Chelsea said, LOL, Cash. Cash hit me up. We were just kikiing. Everyone talking about a reunion. We only on episode 6. Okay, and this is, I guess, Cash's DMs with T, Boost with the Fire.
Yeah, bro. Tia, bro. Tia, bro.
It's Cash making up names. She don't even call her Tia. She call her Tia. And then remember what she calls Sapphire Scarf.
Is Tia still on
And then the messages read, yes, I live in LA. I beat her ASS. Don't mind doing it again. And then she put laugh emoji, said that would be so funny if you came. And then we all saw the fight that happened on South Citrus. Said, hey, babe, are you Cash? I didn't tweet that tweet, but everyone keeps telling me about you. And then she says, yes, that's me. Now, I know some people are criticizing T for, doing and I guess reaching out to Cash after people kept blowing her up about it. But my whole thing is I would have did the same thing to troll back ET because it's like, why are you sending fake tweets about me? Clearly, you could tell that's fake. Like, you would have to watch Now That's TV. Like, you would have to go in Now That's TV's app and go back in the days to even see and know that Naj and ET don't get along. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, that's far-fetched, and she didn't know that unless you did her deep research, which you can't, figure that out within a couple of days. Like, that's something you got to do your deep dive or know somebody that's going to tell you, hey. So I don't think what she did was too bad, in my opinion. ET, if you doing that is kind of weird. Because are you trying to make her look bad? And she says that's not even her Twitter account. Because as you clearly see, the profile pictures are fake. And I really blame the fans, too. The fans are extremely messy. Y'all need to stop. That's why I haven't given my full opinion on these two girls. Because I'm waiting for the episode to air. I'm waiting for a couple episodes to air to really see what really went down. Now, from what I've seen so far, it's not looking too good on ET's side. That's just my opinion. Because it just looks like you were fishing for an issue. Sort of how you did a little bit with Chrisean. I ain't even a Chrisean fan, but I'm just saying how it is. Okay, but a lot of you fans already like taking side. Oh, this person, that person. And all y'all saw was a preview, a clip, 20-second clip. So relax. Like, y'all be doing too much with this stuff. Do I think Cash gonna be able to come to a reunion? No. You think Lemmy gonna let her? Cash probably gonna need a 2 train tickets to be able to get there. Okay, no, that's just not gonna happen. So ET shouldn't even be worried or nothing about that, because their production, it's not that set up where anybody and their mama could come up in their reunion and a auntie and a crackhead up the street. Everybody, it's an all open invite. Okay, no, it's a closed set. They don't play like that in Zeus anyway. So to me, she was just being petty with it. Especially after those fake tweets. So let me know what y'all think about that whole situation. Y'all been blowing me up about it. Like I'm supposed to do something about it. Also, Chrisean Rock's interview that she did with Fashion Nova. I know everybody's saying, oh my God, she has a baby on the way. I don't believe she has a baby on the way. And if she does, that's extremely selfish. I think it's extremely selfish, extremely dumb if she does have a baby on the way, because Blue didn't want the first baby. What makes you think he would want the second one? She kind of alluded to it in the Fashion Nova interview, saying that she has 12 children, 1 down, 1 on the way. I really feel like she was trying to get clickbait. Okay, I'm using your word, Chrisean. Clickbait. You was trying to get clickbait for Fashion Nova, because I just don't see her being pregnant. She didn't even allude to it in the live from what I saw. So I don't think that's true. I think it's just for clickbait. So I don't have an opinion on it until she says that she is actually pregnant, shows us the sonograms and the mom and and everything like that. That's when I believe it. Until then, she's clowning. If she did get pregnant, dumb. Very dumb. Okay, now let's get to the City Girls. So they sat down with the Breakfast Club. That interview, y'all, they're going to break up. they're going to break up. And not because I want them to, it's because of the energy of the interview. It was so tense. You know, when two people just got into a fist fight and the teacher made them get along and made them apologize to each other and they got to be in the same room and they're like, but then they want to swing on each other. That's what that interview was giving. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Have y'all not been in the same room for a couple of weeks or months or something? Because that was uncomfortable. The first 10 minutes was very like they just got out of bed. It seemed so tense, like they just fist fought, like they just got in an argument. They kind of argued, not argued, but they had like a healthy disagreement. We're going to call it that. A vegan disagreement. Hi, roly poly. Okay, they had a disagreement about how, you know, each of them get hate. And I think, I agree with JT. I think both of them get equal amount of hate because a lot of people feel like Carisha does not need to be in the group no more. And a lot of people feel like JT has a bad attitude and, you know, she thinks she's like better than. So both of them to me get equal amount of hate because JT kind of feeds into the social media hate and so does Carisha as well. Both of them kind of feed back into it and it will clap back to trolls and everything like that. So I agree with JT when it came to that. Carisha tried to make it seem like I guess she gets the most hate kind of the group, which I'm like, not really. If anything, I think JT gets a little bit more. People like you, Carisha. We got Carisha Roulette. You get tricked out by Diddy. You're living a dream life that these girls would die for. So I don't think that's the case. All right. So they kind of disagreed about that. And we find out they have no management. Now I gagged. I said, this makes so much sense now. They, of course, are still with QC, the label, but they do not have any management, which means if something has to be orchestrated and done like that, the label will be able to help them. But a manager, that's where the phone calls, they are making the phone calls because P ain't got time to be doing that. He dealing with everything else. He can't be doing every little thing. That's where management comes in. So the fact that they're kind of doing it on their own to me is crazy. And the fact that Diddy is, you know, with Carisha and he hasn't told her like, hey, y'all should both get maybe like same management or something just for the city girls and dealing with the music or something. It's like they didn't care when they said it. They're like, yeah, that's just, you know, how it is. And they just looked on like, they seem very, not angry, but they seem very dissatisfied where they are in their career, both of them. More so JT than Carisha. We also find out that, you know, the promo for the album wasn't as best as it could be because they're just getting on the Breakfast Club a week after the album dropped. Y'all should have been on the Breakfast Club before they dropped. That's where management comes in. It's the fact they had no management. I was like, what? Like, these are girls that are on the radio, all over the TV screens, billboards, all that, and y'all don't have no type of management. And Charlamagne even backed it up and said that he tried to, I guess, get her to do Breakfast Club or something, some business stuff, and he had a hard time trying to find out who directly can he talk to. And that's an issue because think about how much opportunities they've missed because they don't have the proper management to really back them up to facilitate deals and everything like that. So QC, also the label, is doing them dirty because even promo for the album was terrible. It literally, I felt like, was announced a week before and then it dropped. It wasn't in anticipation for the album. Sort of how Nicki's doing it, even though she pushed it back, it's still a huge anticipation for the album. Everybody is still, you know, waiting for it to drop because she's building that anticipation up. So that way the sales will probably be greater. I know some people are saying, oh, it's around Christmas time, so, you know, the sales might not be that good. I don't agree. I think the sales are going to be even better because people are going to be buying Christmas gifts and they're going to have money for around the holidays. So I think she did it kind of smart because she kind of did it after Black Friday, around that time frame. I know. I think she did it smart. The time frame she picked was great, and she's building up that anticipation. Whether you like her or not, she's playing it smart. She's making us wait for it. Now we want to hear it badly. City Girls, all we saw them is pop up on the BET Awards. We see them interview. Oh, the album gonna be called Real Ass Whores, and then it drops. I'm like, I thought they were gonna say, "Oh, it's gonna drop 2 months from now or like a month from now." They was like, "Oh, it's dropping like next week." I'm like, wait a minute. No wonder it didn't sell. It had no promo. Y'all is not Beyonce. Beyonce, the only artist, and a couple other artists that could do that. Y'all can't do that. Rap girlies, rap dudes, they can't do that. Because people are not buying and streaming nowadays like they used to. Everybody's working like 3-4 jobs at once. It's not like 2020 when they dropped an album where everybody mostly was working remotely or not working at all or just at home quarantining. So you had nothing but to do but to listen to music, check out what's new. That's not the time frame that we're in right now. So that to me was very dumb on QC's part, and they low-key wasted probably a whole lot of money that these girls gonna have to pay back. So I would be mad if I was them too. Carisha looked pissed most of the interview. JT irritated. Now, they asked them if they were going to break up. They said no. They're adamant on no, they're not breaking up. And she said the reason why it looks as if they're breaking up is due to the management that they both have. And that's why it looks as if they're going to be separating. They, of course, both of them talked about Uzi and Diddy and how both of them, you know, have spoiled their niggas and their niggas spoiled them, which was nice. And then we get to them getting their credit for, you know, doing the whole City Girls thing. I agree 100%. I said this in another video. City Girls do not get their flowers enough. Without a City Girls, we will not have a Sexy Red. Without a City Girls, we will not have an Ice Spice. Without a City Girls, we will not have a Glorilla, period. Or I could argue till I'm blue in the face. Till I'm blue in the face. Not everybody, period. Every time somebody says something, period. Y'all wasn't saying that before the City Girls. I can't name one person who was saying that before the City Girls. They started that. And they don't get their just due. I don't care. They don't get their just due. They put that on the map. Nobody was saying or doing stuff like that. Nobody was talking heavily about their pussy until they came out. I'm talking about heavily. Literally made a song called PUSSSY Talk. Come on now, like, I'm glad that they brought that up because I'm like, it's like people seem to forget just because they're not popping right now. Let's not try to rewrite history now because around COVID time, baby, they was eating. I ate, nigga. Remember, I ate, nigga. That was them. There was eats, nigga. So they talked about the VMAs. Now we find out what really happened. Apparently, JT says that she threw the phone at Uzi because the issue was about a seat and that his friend was sitting in there. Now the friend is Young Lord, which is ASAP Bari, right? And he was the friend who was sitting there. Now he already clapped back, and he said that is not the case.
T, why you had to throw your phone at Uzi? At the awards.
Okay, so let me tell y'all why I threw my phone at Uzi, because for real. Okay, the reason I threw my phone at Uzi is because when he had to perform, so we get in there and baby, I'm so sorry when I say this. Uzi is like a frantic kid. Like he moves around a lot and he plays like he is like play a lot. So when he got off stage, he came to me and he like, come on, let's go. He was like, give me a kiss. And then I was like, I gave him a kiss. He was like, we finna go, let's go. And I'm like, what? The show just started like that. And then I had on this big ass dress. I had on a huge dress. So I'm thinking he leaving and about to send somebody back to come and get me. But when I get up, he down there with Bari. He down there chilling with Bari. And so happened.
Who's Bari?
His friend. His friend that he brought. It's like,
maybe not then.
You should have made sure I had that seat. It was never about another artist.
Couple more questions, JT.
Okay.
Why you had to throw your phone at
It's that Bari dude was very mad. So he went on Instagram. He said he ain't want you sitting there, dumb B. Stop lying. She was really mad about Ice Spice, not me. She called him a groupie because he was sitting next to her. My whole thing is, why you getting so mad at a girl about her nigga? Now, I see the reason why I think he got really mad is because during the interview, because she talked about it for a couple minutes, he says that she said that he didn't have enough respect to get up. Basically, he made him look like he was like, you know, a bitch, like a girl. Not gay, but like basically like, okay, if a husband of a wife is sitting next to you and like there's other seats available and the husband wants to sit next to his wife, the proper thing to do, I would, is get up and be like, hey, sit here, and like that's your husband, and I'm gonna sit right there or something like that. Because that is his husband, his boyfriend, whatever, right? So he made it seem like JT made it seem like the boy didn't have the Bari guy didn't have enough respect to get up and move out the way. Move out the way. When the queen come through, move out the way. She should have did what it was, okay? And he didn't move out the way. He stopped. All right. Now, do I believe the story? 65%. I think it was a combination of everything. I think it was him sitting in that seat, Ice Spice. I think it was a combination of both. And I think JT told it in that way because she was trying to make sure that she kind of saves face for that whole situation. Because think about it. If they're trying to make it seem like she's insecure about her nigga, don't you think she would have spoke out a whole lot sooner if that completely wasn't the case? Because she said, oh, why would I go on the internet and try to clarify something if y'all gonna believe it anyways? Because that makes you look bad as a woman to think that you don't think that your man could sit next to another celebrity, another woman, without you feeling insecure. Anybody, girl or whatever, I feel like would have been like, no, that's not the case. His friend was sitting in my seat, and that's why I told him to get up, because Uzi was tripping. So that way it could have rectified the situation. Because I remember when that dropped out, everybody was talking about that, and they were trying to make it seem like it was like this huge thing, and JT's angry, and she's insecure, and so on and so forth. So I think it was a combination of both. I believe the story is 65%, meaning that I think it was the friend sitting in the seat and him sitting next to Ice Spice. It was both. I don't think it was just one or the other. It was a combination. And I think that's why she didn't say anything, because she knew it was a little bit of truth to it, but not completely the truth. Now, a lot of the interview, this is how I know they don't have good communication. They didn't even know the channel that the show is going to be on. I'm like, so we find out that Carisha's doing a show. And then they're like, hey, JT, are you going to be on the show? And she's like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm like, the way she said it, I'm glad that whoever that female host is, there's two things. I'm going to criticize her and I'm going to give her a compliment. She was asking what we wanted to know. And two, she needs to stop interrupting and over talking. That's the only criticism I'm going to give her. I do that a lot, so I could say that because I'm a victim. I could be held in contempt for doing that because I be interrupting people. I don't do it on purpose, but it's because I be so excited to get a point across so I don't forget it that I sometimes interrupt. So it's like I get how she kind of did it. But it was one point JT was telling a story and she was talking to Carisha and JT stopped the story. She was just like, this all really talking on while I'm talking. She didn't say it, but her face gave that. So it's like she has to work on that a little bit. But besides that, she did an amazing job. Okay. Because she asked what we really wanted to know. Now, just the Hilarious, she be a little too scared for me. I don't think Just the Hilarious is a good host for Breakfast Club. And the reason why I say this is because I feel like with certain celebrities, she panders to them and doesn't really ask certain questions out of fear of either, I don't know if she's scared they're going to say something back to her, or she thinks that, it might ruin a relationship. That's why Angela Yee works so good, because she's respected. So she can ask anything that she wants. Even though Angela Yee wasn't the most exciting person, she could still ask those hard-hitting questions because she's been in the game for a minute now, so they respect her. Okay, but that girl, she was good, though. I will say that. Just don't stop interrupting. All right? So they asked about the show. She's like, no. And the host, I don't even know her name. I didn't get her name. But she was just like, damn, that was like a hard no. I thought the same thing. I said, thank you. Because I'm like, she said it like it was an insult. She's like, no. And then they're like, why? She was just like, I want to stick to like one type of feel, like one music. Like I want to stick to the music. I don't want to venture from that. Carisha said, I'm trying to get all these bags. QC not paying enough. Oh, my style. I don't blame her. I really don't. I feel like having one hustle is not smart. You have to have multiple ones because you never know what may happen, unfortunately, especially in this day and age. So I think Carisha is extremely smart for doing what she is doing with venturing out and doing other stuff. I don't know if the show is going to be like an Impact ATL, maybe like a Impact Miami, because they said it's going to be on VH1. But, Impact ATL is streaming. So I don't know like what the show gonna be about. We know we're gonna see Diddy, but JT, I guess, is not gonna appear on it, which I'm like, that further pushes the fact that you guys may not be on the best of terms and might be separating, because it's like, why wouldn't you be on the show just to support her? You don't even have to be on every episode, but just do like a scene or two in the studio, kikiing, having a like. I don't get it. Like that interview to me was the beginning of it was very awkward to me, and something's up, something fishy. Okay. And P, with your nose, we need you to sniff it out because you're under QC. So you're the only one that could give us a good smell and sniff out the problem. Because goddamn. Okay. All in all, the interview was pretty good because they asked a lot of questions that I wanted to know myself, and I want the City Girls to win. They are from South Florida, so it's like if they win, I feel like we all win. So I've always been rooting for them, to be honest. I feel like the album got a lot more criticism than it deserved because people are just reading what people are saying online and not actually listening to the album. The album to me was not that bad. Did it seem a little rushed? Yes, but was it the worst type of music I've heard in a minute? No. Okay. So Dwight Howard spoke a little bit about his situation, and he says that y'all shouldn't be judging, asking what he doing to be everyone.
In my time with, that's the problem with y'all people. Y'all worried about who people spend their time with. Whatever I'm doing in my bedroom is my damn business. Whatever you doing in your bedroom is your damn business. That ain't for everybody. And everybody don't need to know. You ain't got to say anything about what you doing in your fucking house.
Period.
It's your house. You ain't got to explain that to nobody. No matter what they say. They can say anything. Who gives two shits? Y'all too damn nosy, worried about what I'm doing in my bed. Hell, the people who know what's going on in my bed, they know what the hell going on with my bed and what the hell I do in it. That ain't for everybody on the internet. That ain't for no blogs. That ain't for no websites. I don't got to tell nobody where I put my wood at.
Well, he said that like a good deal, Trader. Sorry. Not where you put your wood. He said that with a smirk. You know he be freaky deaky in them streets and them sheets.
If y'all want to get to it. That ain't nobody business where I put my shit at. Y'all just weird. If you want to know what people doing in their bedroom and who they messing with and sleeping with, you are weird. You're the weird one. Oh, shoot. Y'all heard about that, Dwight? They said Dwight was in a text messaging a guy. Nigga, who cares?
Period.
Who cares who I was text messaging? You just mad because I want text messaging. Yo, ugly. Spend my
period. The problem is though, Dwight, ain't nobody worried about you and what you doing in your bedroom. It's forcefully doing things. Okay. The problem is consent. That's the issue at hand. It has nothing to do with you messing with the garage. Okay. I like that the fact that you admit that you mess with the garage. That's perfectly fine. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. You living in your truth. Okay. But living your truth with consent and paperwork. That's all. Okay. So they dropped the Real Hustlers of Potomac taglines. And y'all, Candace's line. Oh my God. Y'all gotta hear this. So we have a Housewives first. Candace decided to sing her own tagline. Now I think Candace is hilarious, but doing this whole singing thing, it looked like it sounded like a meme. When I saw y'all, I screamed.
I'm no angel, but give me some grace and you'll learn to adore me.
You don't have to dig for gold when you shine this bright.
I just took a DNA test and it turns out I 100% don't care.
No, Robbie, you need to take a lie detector test and leave one.
When they go low, I just hit high note.
When I heard this, all I heard was, you said it was on site. It'll be all right. You said it was on site. Okay?
Is it on site?
Is what on site?
You said it was on site.
Is it on site?
Oh, wow, you were so off. Is it
You said it was on site. Y'all need to do that challenge with me. Listen, it sounds good on paper to do sing your tagline to promote your music like career and like singing, but like no. That was so bad, Candace. And I like Candace's songs. I think she can actually sing, but it sounds weird for you to go from talking to you may as well have done the contest one. You may as well have done that. Like, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like Karen's one. I feel like she did the best. She said, I don't ride fences. I am the fence. You ride me. I said, oh, okay, top. All right. So Hazel E sat down with Shade Room, and she basically criticized Erica Mena for, see, this is more why I don't feel sympathy for Erica. You see what you do when you try to be funny? So y'all know Hazel E had a whole lot of like colorist type of, stuff that she said in the past. She called girls monkey and everything like that. And she said that Erica and Sin Santana were in the comments where the main ones criticizing her and was like, how dumb could you be? And she didn't even say it to the girls in person, which doesn't make it any better. But Erica said it in person. Now, she did it over like social media. So she says that she feels like no sympathy for Erica like that because Erica didn't take accountability for it, unlike her, because y'all know Hazel E went to, Ayana, and Ayana gave her the pop my butt. You say, the last time somebody popped, what's her name butt? Rosa Parks' butt? Not Rosa Parks. When they popped, I forget her name. Anyways, when they popped her butt, it was a whip. Okay? So yeah. I agree with her 100% because it's like, imagine somebody laughing at you for something that you did, and then they turn around and do the same thing and they get the same criticism that you did. And then you kind of like, oh, yeah, it's not funny anymore, is it? So I think she had all rights to say that. And at least she did the pop my butt. And she was sympathetic towards it, okay? One last thing I wanted to get into, you guys. Caesar did an interview where he talked about the amount of money that Black Ink Crew made. And he said they made $1.2 billion. And they probably made half of that money when Duchess was around. Because that's when the show was good, to be honest. So he was saying how, the cast didn't make any of it. The problem with reality television, which is like, as more time goes on, it kind of puts into my mind that I do not want to do it, even the competition ones, because they just do not pay. They finesse you. Heavy. So it's like, why would you want to do it when these networks and corporations are making so much more money and you're not making like a dime of it? He said it in a way like we were supposed to be like surprised. And we were supposed to be like, oh, wow. Now, I didn't think billions. I will say that. I thought millions, but billion is crazy. But they did used to come after Love and Hip Hop. And Love and Hip Hop, remember when Love and Hip Hop first dropped? They was hitting so much views. They was like the number one reality TV show at one point. So they were a lead after Love and Hip Hop. So they got a whole lot of those views. So I'm not surprised that it kind of raked up to that amount of money. I think Caesar's still pissed about the dog thing and him, beating up on them dogs. But what did you expect after it dropped? Because, PETA and, all these organizations, they will get on VH1 and mess with their ad dollars, and they're not going to lose ad dollars over you. So it was kind of like he got effed over, but at the end of the day, it really was business, okay? Let me know what you guys think down below about some of these topics, and we're out, babies.
No personal thing.